Welcome to mmlearn.org, a program of Morningside Ministries. We're so glad you could join us today for our topic, Living Independently, a Healthy Choice. Usually when we talk about living arrangements and aging, people ask me to speak about assisted living or how to choose an assisted living facility, how to choose a long-term care or a skilled nursing site. Today I want to talk about how you can live alone or with someone else at home and stay independent and healthy for as long as you possibly can. So we're going to take a few minutes. One thing I don't like to do is go over things that we already should know. So I'm not going to beat this up, but I've got to review it with you. And that is, yes, in order to live independently, you've got to continue to exercise. You have to eat healthy. You've got to get enough sleep. And you need to watch your weight. And those are things that there are many programs on, many places you can find that on the internet to learn more about. So I don't want to focus a lot on that today. I want to look at some other things with you. To begin with, I want to explain that the number one reason that we see people who give up living independently and move into assisted living is because of the use of medications or inability to take their pills on time, individuals who can't self-administer their medications any longer. I want to tell you, when you think about how many pills are ordered for people, and they call any number more than 9 polypharmacy, we have a chance for interaction of drugs. So every time you go to the doctor and somebody gives you a new medication, you're adding your chances of having problems with medication because they're going to interact with each other, meaning they can create falls, they can create all sorts of problems for you. So you want to get your doctor to kind of reduce the number of medicines you're on, not just keep adding them. It is imperative that your doctors, and you always have more than one because of the specialists that you see, know all the meds you're on. You can't go in and try to remember. I suggest to people that you take all the meds you're on, put them in a paper bag, and take them with you. But if nothing else, please keep a chart of when you start on a drug, what drug you're on, and they need to know what are the milligrams or what is the dosage of the medication that you're taking. If you're computer savvy or you're working with a physician group that puts things on the computer, you can actually take one of these little USB sticks and put that right into a computer and take it to your doctor, and they can look at that as well. But simply enough, all you need is a piece of paper. You can download those, or you can write us at info@mmlearn.org, and we'll be happy to provide you with the sheet and send you something that you can use. But remember, it is imperative that you write down every drug. In addition to the drugs that physicians prescribe, you need to also let the doctor know what are those herbal medications you're taking, what are you buying off of the TV at 2 in the morning and having them send to you, what over-the-counter medications, what cough syrup, are you taking Advil PM, are you taking Advil, Tylenol, aspirin. Any over-the-counter medication is a medication, so is every herbal. We have a lot of videos that are available to you on mmlearn.org. And these videos cover over-the-counter medication. There's an especially wonderful program called Bad Drugs that's given by Dr. Raji. I encourage you to go online and look for those, or again, if you can't find them, you can call us or email us at info@mmlearn, and we'll send you a link to see those programs. But it's imperative that you go to your pharmacist and let the same pharmacist help you look at those drugs as well as your physicians. Great way to catch mistakes or drugs that are going to interact with each other. There's something called the Beers List, and we have this on a number of programs too, but just briefly, let me tell you that the Beers List is a list of drugs that doesn't mean that they're contraindicated because you're older or that you shouldn't absolutely take, but we do know that there are more complications with these drugs in older adults. So what's our topic about today? Our topic is about you staying home and staying independent as long as possible. If there's a drug that we know tends to cause falls, tends to cause dizziness in elders that maybe you could take when you were 40. I'm 61 now, and I can tell you I can barely take a Benadryl. It makes me woozy, and it sets me up for falls. So I just want you to be aware that this Beers List goes over, and it has many drugs on it, but it identifies those things we want to be more careful with if you're aging up.